Welcome to Stars and Scopes with your friend Uma. Now the moon is full in Pisces and Mercury goes retrograde in Libra on Saturday the 10th of September. So I thought rather than let the messages get lost in astrological translation, it'd be better if we sat cross-legged in my room with a candle in our jammies and I gave you a good old-fashioned tarot reading instead. Let's drop into our intuition. Let's explore dreamland together and let's get Pisces. Let's get psychic. If you'd like to support the work, you can always head over to buymeacoffee.com/UmaRuby and put some money in the tip jar. But other than that, relax and let's see what happens. Hello, Aquarius. We're starting off the reading in that Six of Swords, which you know really well. This has been an energy that's been working in your vibe for most of the readings that I've done, really, if I think about it. From emotional turbulence, you've decided to move away. You've decided to take what it is that you do know and use your boundaries as protection to find a space, an emotional space of water that is calm and still, that you can sit there and absorb your reflection and to really have a look at what that is and to work it out from there by yourself in a moment of solitude. Now, we got some fire here. There's someone in your vibe, there's someone in your energy that is approaching you, and they're coming with a lot of bravado. They're coming with a lot of fire and a lot of passion. They're making a beeline for your energy, and they're sort of bringing with them this maybe exciting idea or opportunity to collaborate. The Three of Pentacles here is about working together. So I don't know if in this way of moving on, moving forward, moving past this emotional turbulence was to do with the workplace. If it was, then you're being headhunted, maybe, by this Knight of Wands energy. This person is really passionate and really creative. They're also really quick and fast moving and maybe aren't so thoughtful or as thoughtful as you'd like them to be. In your Aquarius way, you're sort of spending most of your time zooming out and thinking about other folks. So in this, there's a lot of quick moving action happening. There's this offer of like triangulation, 1, 2, 3, working together, coming together. And what we have here is the Hanged One, which is good Pisces full moon energy. This is the Pisces card. It's this person, this figure seems to, they're hanging from a tree. They seem to be in turmoil, but they're going with the flow on the most deeply emotionally resonant way that I can describe this to you. They're actually completely relenting and releasing and relinquishing all control to that of the flow of nature. And in that, they're coming to a sense of enlightenment. They're coming to a sense of understanding about what is, the secrets of the universe. There's something tapped in about this figure, and this is a major secret. So this energy lives in all of us. We all have this potential. This is 12th house energy. I'm going to pull some more cards because that's a pretty, pretty clear narrative so far. So from this moment to get away, you're then being approached again with fire and passion to triangulate. And now you're in this moment of, whoa, what am I going to do? So let's see. Let's get a perspective. I want to maybe clarify this Six of Swords, please, Spirit. What is this Six of Swords speaking of? What can you tell me in regard to this Six of Swords? Okay, so Ace of Wands in reverse and Seven of Swords in reverse. One more. And the Devil, yeah. Okay, so this is definitely a unhealthy scenario that you've decided to move away from. So the devil is our propensity to repeat, and that could be repetitious thought patterns, that could be bad habits as far as dependency on, drugs, alcohol, food, work, all of those things. Just the neural pathways that we get set in and we groove into, and we use them as forms of coping rather than healing. There's a very big difference between coping and healing. And so what you've decided to move away from is that. So you might be feeling pretty bare-faced at the moment and pretty vulnerable. I think that there is, this passion offer in reverse. You've kind of come to recognize that this wasn't for you. And the multiplicity of the truth and the perspective of the information, of the ability to process the rules maybe of this scenario became far too much, and so it left you feeling disempowered, and so therefore you made the empowering action to move on. But what is this Knight of Wands? Who is this Knight of Wands? The Hanged One. Pisces, the moon. Tell me more. The Empress. Okay, we've got a couple of major arcana here. And the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so this messenger, this fire, this one that is approaching you, coming on up, about to bring you this idea of working together, of coming together. Look, it's got a whole bunch of major arcana attached to it. In some ways, I wonder if this is an external source. I wonder if this is you, Aquarius. I wonder if this Knight of Wands is you re-establishing your creative potential, your drive, your passion, your access to fire. We've been so wrapped up in swords energy, which is your home base, but let's face it, too many swords and, there's a cage. You are in this clearing, in this moment by the river, to look at yourself. You've reignited an expression that wasn't there before. And it's got a lot to do with really going with the flow, of really embodying that Hanged One enlightenment, to come to this Empress, this like earth goddess, and the beginning of a brand new cycle. I mean, there's Aquarian energy here, Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio, Taurus. There is fixed energy here. There is commitment here. This is the commitment to turn the dial, to start a brand new cycle that involves a whole lot of seed planting and a whole lot of rediscovery of what it is that you do think is beautiful and what it is that you do worship and what it is that you do enjoy. You're coming into a space that has, through this restriction, you found yourself almost as if you don't recognize yourself. It's sort of like, oh wait, what do I do for fun? What do I do for, how do I spend my days? Gee, it's pretty different to the way I used to. But you know what? It's sort of like exactly what I really want to do right now. And in some way, it was there in me all along. This might be, and if we think about Pisces as your second house, okay, so that's your talents and your sense of self-worth. So, that's kind of like a nice, maybe you're rethinking what it is that you're going to be doing for work from now on. No, it seems pretty epic with this Hanged One twice, and there's, you know, there's a sense of enlightenment here, and there's a sense of, you know, the Empress is beauty, and, you know, Venusian sort of celebration. Think of the painting of, you know, the birth of Aphrodite. I mean, that's the Empress, really. You know, it's that sort of like re-emergence. We had a whole lot of rebirth energy in your last reading, Aquarius. I wonder if this has got to do with that. I wonder if this moment is coming for you, that you're going to be able to, like, yeah, look at that. Okay, the Hanged Man, 9 of Wands in reverse. So that exhaustion is dissipating. There's a reignition that I'm feeling for you, Aquarius, and I really like it. 8 of Swords in reverse. Whoa, okay, and the Sun. All right, so your identity, your ego, the brightness of your life and your purpose and the sunny side of your egg is really taking its moment. Excuse me, I just lost my voice completely. I'm really happy for you, Aquarius. And I'd like to think that this Knight of Wands, rather than an external source, it might be coming from right inside of you, because it's bringing with it a whole bunch of potential. It's bringing with it this sense of flow and enlightenment and reacquaintance with beauty. Perhaps your eyes have changed. Perhaps what you thought that you were invested and involved in and what you admired and thought was beautiful is changing. And so you're rediscovering your sort of, you know, your inner Empress, your inner, you know, there's so much to say about this card. Like, there's a power here. There's like there's a, I mean, this with the Sun, you know, you've got nothing to hide now, Aquarius. You're coming back to somewhere really unknown, because it's not territory that maybe you've experienced for a long time or ever. Wow, I'm going to get some more cards and we'll see what else I can see. What else can you tell me? Tell me more, Spirit, tell me more. We're champing at the Page of Swords. Okay, so this has come out for near every reading. This is maybe an essence of Mercury. So Mercury is retrograde now at this full moon. It's going to be retrograding back out of Libra into Virgo. Mercury retrograde, a great time, a great chance to listen to the messages again, to sort of listen to the voicemail one more time and really get the details. Like, sort of, what did you say? What are you telling me? For this to be happening in your 9th house, which is all about spirituality and astrology and philosophy and all of that sort of really sort of expansive forms of study and knowledge. Are you wanting to start something, Aquarius? Are you going somewhere with your spirituality or with your philosophy of life? Has that rebirth that you're experiencing, that sort of preparation for Pluto to enter your sign and that readiness to really flip the table on your reality, are you priming yourself with this mercurial moment to go over and just think, you know, okay, so I think I've got a handle on it. This is what I think is happening to me. This is why I'm feeling so new. Page of Swords could also be someone that's spying on you as well. That sometimes if we think about the court cards as energies external to ourself. It could be someone in your environment that is, you know, they're coming from an honest space, but they're sort of watching you and they've got messages to give you. That could be something too. But okay, so Page of Swords. What do you mean? What do you mean, Page of Swords? Oh, Knight of Swords and the Three of Swords. Yeah, all right. Okay. The truth of the matter. We've been dealing with this a bit too, haven't we? That there's more truth to come, babe. There's more perspective on this. And there's 3 swords there, 1, 2, 3. So remember, we've got to get rid of them so we can allow the water to flow. And so maybe in that, maybe this is your opportunity, this is your moment to, in that flow, to allow some of this to move as well. You know, that it's so great that we've got the 8 of Swords in reverse. You know, you're not caged by those thoughts or that anxiety. You know the rhythm, and you know in a rhythm, you know, they come back. You know, it's not as if you sort of heal yourself and then you'll never have to think about this particular circumstance or issue or self-perception ever again. It comes back, but with the work that you've done, you have the greater tools to be able to manage that. And I see you so brightly here. This Pisces full moon is going to be a really great moment of release for you. Aquarius, you're going to be able to let some more of it out, keeping in mind that your self-worth and your talents and your creativity and your ability to take care of yourself, it's sort of Empress energy is something that we all can strive for. Perhaps this is you. Perhaps you are in this one moment under that one moon, the goddess on the mountaintop. Sounds all gone. And that's the reading.